DevOps engineer. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can spin up a Kafka cluster locally in your machine, and it is going to be a really quick if you have Docker installed in your machine. And I've created a Docker compose YAML file. So what you have to do is to just use few commands, and your one node cluster with Kafka and Zookeeper is going to be up and running. So I will provide you the link as well of this my public repository. So you have to navigate to this section, and this is the Docker Compose YAML file. So what commands you need, I will show you from the scratch. So it would be really easy for you guys. So we are going to use Bitnami, Zookeeper, and uh, Kafka. Bitnami, provided by Bitnami. So as far as the documentation is concerned, everything is provided there. Let me navigate to the official Bitnami Docker Hub Kafka. Just type on Google Docker Hub Kafka, and there you go. So if you want to read documentation how I've set it up, everything is available there. You can do some ads on as well according to your need. So this is my Docker Hub, and simply what I'm going to do is to click on that particular link, and now I'm in Bitnami Kafka. So this is the official. What good thing about Bitnami? I like Bitnami because they continuously make things up to date and checked on daily basis. I mean, the team is good as far as the up to date software you will see on Bitnami. So, what is Kafka? How to use it? You can use this detailed documentation. You can read, and you can do more changes. I've used persistency in my Docker Compose YAML, so your data will not be lost. So, I've used that part as well. So, um, for that, you should have Docker concepts, how containers work, and all that stuff. So this is not the tutorial with regard to the Docker, but if you even don't know what how Docker works, so I'm going to provide you this Docker Compose YAML. So you have to use that Docker Compose YAML. So this part is with regard to the documentation. So you can read that. Hopefully it helps you. So what we are going to do, I highly recommend for the new learners to create a free account of Docker Hub, and also use the Play with Docker. The advantage of Play with Docker is really cool in a way that it gives you 4 hours of free uh, lab to play with Docker. So, and after that, this sandbox environment of Docker is going to be destroyed. So if you're new to Docker, I highly recommend to use this. So I'm going to use this because if I use my local machine, although Docker is installed in my local machine, I will have to, use my bandwidth and all that stuff. So instead, I'm going to show you the tutorial on this. It is totally free. There is no charge. If you create an account on Docker Hub, or I guess if you have account on GitHub, you can simply log in with that as well. So I have account on Docker Hub, so you can create that. So simply, I'm going to start this lab. The cool thing is that about this lab is that you can add multiple instances of your Docker machines. So I think you can add up to 5 instances, and you can also use the Docker Swarm mode. So I'm not going to go into the details of Swarm mode, what it is, but just want to give you different idea about, you see, uh, this is the Swarm modes, but our main objective of this tutorial is to just, make Kafka cluster available on your local machine or desktop machine. So you guys able to interact with that and I'm going to show you some commands, what I've learned. I'm actually learning myself about Kafka. So what I'm learning, I'm sharing with you guys. So, and it is going to be easier, I guess, for you guys to understand. And kindly do comments if you have any question, and it would be better for me to even learn from you guys. So I'm going to show you the code as well from local machine as well, but already the code is already available for you guys. So I've already added all the commands. So okay, so guys, this is the Docker Compose YAML file. So before running this Docker Compose YAML, what you have to do is to simply just let me close this. Okay, simply create a network. I'm going to call this network Docker network create Kafka attachable. Okay, so I'm going to navigate to this play with Docker and simply paste this command, and it is going to create one custom network which is going to be on bridge. So again, this is not the part uh, we are going to discuss here, that what how networking works in Docker. So if I do Docker network ls, so it is going to create, you see, one bridge network, and I'm calling this Kafka. So now what I'm going to do is to simply create this Docker compose.yaml. Okay, same stuff you can do on your laptop, and it is going to be available for you guys. So simply now copy this Docker compose YAML file, and what it is going to do, it is going to fetch the images from the public repository provided by the Bitnami, and everything hopefully is going to be up and running. So if I do Docker, by the way, Docker Compose, everything is installed on this lab by default, so you don't have to do anything. You can just play with it, and you will be able to, really enjoy the stuff, that how even Docker works and how we can use the Kafka. So once it's running, I'm going to show you some commands, and also I'm going to do SSH into this lab to show you guys. You can have a session of SSH on your laptop as well, to this lab as well. So what it is doing currently in the background, that it is pulling the Bitnami latest Zookeeper and Bitnami Kafka latest images from the Docker Hub, and um, if I do Docker ps-a, it is going to pull all the stuff from the Docker Hub repository provided the official Bitnami. So everything is running, and what I'm going to do is to do Docker exec, which means I'm going to enter into that particular container of Kafka. Okay, okay. So what you have to do is to cd into op bitnami, excuse me, Bitnami, and cd into scripts. So as I told you that I've created, let me just do that stuff. So I'm going to show you the session as well, how you can do this as session into that particular lab. Okay, so this SSH is going to work if you have SSH keys enabled, which means you should have a dot SSH hidden folder where you have stored your keys. Let me show you that as well. ls-a, and if I do the grep on dot SSH. So you see, I have this. I'm not going to show you what is inside that particular directory. It's a hidden directory. So anyway, what I'm going to do is to simply paste this command, and I will be uh, into that particular machine which I've created. It. Let me show you that as well. So if I do docker ps-a, you will see my two containers, and if I do ls, you will see my docker compose YAML file is going to be available, which I've created from the console. So this is the Kafka persistence, which means that your data is not going to be lost even on your local machine if you reboot the system. So everything is going to be available, and even if your machine restarts, your container are going to be up and running automatically. So those settings I've provided. So anyway, and regarding this session, I need to tell you that if you do idle to that particular session or do not do anything, it is going to be hang up. So make sure that you should be active into that, or I should say, if you're inactive, this session is going to be lost. So what I'm going to do is to do docker exec into that particular container of Kafka, and if I do ls, okay, I should say that I forgot to use the switches. So interactive, which means I need interactive session into that particular container. So I'm inside that particular container, and what I'm going to do is to simply do ls. So container is a whole world inside. I mean, sort of tiny OS, and I'm going to navigate to the opt and bitnami and scripts. Okay, so I need to show you some commands, and for that I've already created some command you guys, so you can simply copy paste and see the stuff that what is going on and how to navigate into this particular container. So if you want to create a topic, uh, this is how you can create topic. What topic is in Kafka? There are a lot of great tutorials already available on YouTube and other resources. You can watch those. But this tutorial is regarding the deployment and quick testing of your cluster, how you can achieve such tasks. So it is going to create my topic, and you see my topic is created, and I'm going to use the second command to see listing of my topic. Okay, so I'm going to copy this and paste it here. So you see my topic is created. This is the listing of all topics, and okay, creating a producer. So you can simply copy this command, and you can create a producer with that. So for that, I'm going to use this shell. As I told you, if I become inactive on that particular shell, it is going to be hang up. So what I'm going to do is to simply paste this command. And one thing good about this lab, you can share it with your friend as well for 4 hours of lab. I mean, simply copy paste this link to your friends, and whatever command you run on that particular uh, session is going to be displayed to them as well, so they can interact as well. So if they do some run some command, you will see as well. So you see, I'm a producer. Let's say, let's create a message. Awesome one, awesome two, awesome three. So okay. So to consume these messages, um, um, let me show you that how we can consume these messages. So let me show you that part as well. Okay, if I first of all, okay, let me see that my session is active or not. Okay, it is active. So to consume these messages, I'm going to run this particular command in this session. You see, I'm able to see all my messages in this session. If I do some typing here, fourth message, awesome, for so you will see that for my message for because I'm a consumer this time, so I'm able to see this particular message here. So these sort of stuff you can do quickly on your laptop without um, wasting a lot of time digging around how Docker works and all that stuff. So as I told you, I've already created videos with regard to the Strimzy Kafka cluster highly available deployment, how we can do HTTP API calls to Kafka cluster. We can do that as well, but and those commands are going to be part of my future videos, and I'm going to share that particular video with you guys as well. So this is just the basic stuff that you guys should be able to use Kafka cluster locally on your machine on a single node. So listing consumer groups, I want to list. Uh, okay, um, what I'm going to do, I'm going to open another session. So if I do Control C on that, and that particular consumer and producer session are going to break. So as I told you that I'm going to do um, simple SSH into that particular machine where I've created all that particular stuff regarding the Kafka in Docker. So if I do ls here, you will see anything. So you see all this stuff. Um, okay, so if I do Docker exec into that particular container, you can use the name as well. This time, let me use the name and let's try to Docker exec into that. Okay, so if I do navigate to opt bitnami and where okay opt bitnami scripts. Okay, and if I want to see the list of consumer groups, um, by default what Kafka does that it creates mhm, it creates a default consumer, and you see this is the default consumer created by Kafka. Why it is displaying that I have not actually killed those particular sessions. So I'm going to quickly run this command. So make sure that. So I'm going to copy this command from here, and I'm going to add that particular group name to my command. So I will be able to see um, and describe consumer. So it will give details with regard to that. As far as the detail which we are displaying in front of us, what is lag and all that stuff is going to be, I'm going to explain later, or you can watch videos to that, how what these are actually. So consumer offsets, I want to list the consumer offsets. So as far as the consumer offset, just a brief detail, consumer information stored in consumer offset by Kafka. So let's say I'm a consumer and all the information of consumer is going to be stored by Kafka in those particular consumer offsets. So these are the basic stuff, but it is going to be really helpful for you guys to quickly set up Kafka cluster on your local machine and then explore the stuff. So it is going to be quicker and easier for you guys after once the deployment is done, and then later on. connectivity and all the stuff is going to be really easy for you guys. Thank you guys. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. And have a nice day.